Evening, everybody. I think this will be my last video of the evening, since it's getting on for 1 o'clock in the morning. I can almost say good morning. But before I finished my work for the weekend, I wanted to take you through just a little quick thing of how I start my books. And I will be doing some writing sprints on this particular one on my other channel. I'll be taping them tomorrow, so they'll be available later on this week. I will drop a link to my other channel in the thing below, that's for my live writing sprints. But for now, I just want you to take you through my mind process of how I go with starting a new book. As you can see, I have my document open. I prefer my font and everything of choice is Verdana, and I like it at number 14. And I am going to be writing an Alpha and Omega book, and this is just a working title, okay? So this is always subject to change until the book actually comes out. And that is an Alpha and Omega book. Can't remember, so I'll have to go and have a look, but I won't hold you up by looking for that now. And of course it's by me. And then chop on in and insert your page break and hit thing, and we've got chapter 1. Now you might be thinking about, Lisa, there's a whole stack of things that have to go in before chapter 1, like the copyright page and the table of contents page and my dedication page and everything else, and I totally understand. But this is where we're writing the book, and there's a waste of time putting all those things in now when everything, including the title, is subject to change. So for this point, when you're starting your book, you just want to focus on the story. You want to get the meat of your story down, and you want to, then when you finish that and you've got it edited, then you can add in all the front matter and the back matter to turn it into a real book. Now, as many of you know, if you've watched my videos before, I am a pantser. That means I just have a random idea in my head and I start writing it, and I hope for the best. Obviously, there are parameters on that. I write in the paranormal romance genre, so I'm going to require a minimum of 2 male main characters. My books are paranormal, and the Alpha and Omega series usually relates to wolf shifters, although I think one of my books had bear shifters in it, and one of my books, I'm fairly sure, had a lion and a hedgehog shifter in it, which I thought was rather cute. But that book actually went on and will be the beginning of another series, because I really enjoyed the secondary characters in that book. The Alpha and Omega series itself are usually one-off books. They're just standalones. They're where I can have a bit of fun, take 2 characters and explore a few things and play with different ideas in the story. And it's where, the only premise for this particular series is that the wolf shifters are not known to humans, so they are blending in with society, but they are not known, so that means they can't shift in front of humans and things like that. And the other thing is that my Alpha and Omegas, when they meet or see each other or anything else, that the fates have created it so that there is a bond between them, even if they decide not to have anything to do with each other, which can cause problems. If you read any of my books, you'll find out. So, okay, so I've done that. I know roughly what I'm going to write. I'm feeling really good because I had a good go with Loki, and I'm just waiting for that to come back from the editors. I am still writing my book with JP Sale, so that is also on my computer because we've just started a new one, and that was actually what sparked the idea for this one. And when I have finished Infidelity, which I am hoping to do this week, the Infidelity Clause, I will be starting, it will either be another Hellhound book or it will be the sequel to Illuminate. And if I'm being very fair, it will probably be the sequel to Illuminate because my poor readers have waited a long time for the sequel to that book. So I will probably be a good girl, knuckle down and get that written. What's that got to do with writing a book, you say? Well, basically because this is it. Okay, I have an idea. I don't need to write it down because my ideas will change. I'm a pantser. That means all I require is the opening scene in my head, or the opening start of the opening scene in my head. I have picked out 2 lovely pictures for my characters. I use pictures as character inspiration. These pictures obviously can't go on covers or be used for promotion or anything else because the copyright to these pictures belongs to somebody else, and so I don't want to get into trouble, but I respect the copyright of the photographers because they have done an amazing job. But these are the pictures I use as inspiration, and that is all I am doing. And they'll just give me an idea. I mean, the eye color, things like that, the shape of the mouth, the way the hair is. Those are the things I look for as inspiration for my characters. Apart from that, I don't do anything else. Obviously, I have to have names. I think I decided on, I'm not quite sure. From Amiga, respecting his boundaries. It's Diego and Perry. Yep, there we go. So I have Diego and Perry. So I have their names, I have their designations, and I have inspirational pictures for them. Guys, that's all I need. Then I just sit down and write. And for those of you who are listening to me and going, yes, but, can you please stop? You are welcome to put your but in the comments. Is there something I've forgotten? Is there something I'm not explaining? But quite honestly, if you want to write a story and it's bouncing around in your head, this is how you do it. You sit down, which I am. You open up a Word document, or if you don't have a Word subscription, you can use Google Docs. If you don't want to use Google Docs, you can use Notepad. If you don't want to use Notepad, you can use the Open Office alternative to Word. And if you're on a Mac, you use Pages. There is no reason or excuse. If you have the means to watch this video, you have the means to open some form of electronic document that you can write in, even on your phone. And that is all it takes. Okay? Now, I will be starting this story, as I said, in my sprints on my other videos, my other channel, I beg your pardon, later on this week. I will put a link to that channel in the description below. That is my Lisa Writes channel, which is where I actually physically write. And you can watch me do that in live sprints or in recorded sprints, writing sprints, and even read my screen as I am writing. That's fine. But guys, this is all it takes. This is what you do. You get your inspiration from somewhere. I have mine there. Those 2 pictures have already been printed out and they'll go on my wall. They're for my business, not anybody else's, as I really don't want to upset anybody's copyright or upset YouTube. I have opened up my file. I will start to write. Diego walked into the club. His wolf on alert, his eyes keenly taking in the exits and dangers he would have to watch for. He's in a new place, meeting an old informant, and if Gregor thought he was being funny, Diego would let him know just how wrong he was. And look, I didn't start this one with dialogue. But there you go. My friends, honestly, it is that simple. And if you have any objections or you feel I have missed anything at all, drop it in the comments below, because I will help you get past your but. This one here, I think is about my 83rd title. So I know what I need to get started. But if I haven't addressed your need to get started or your barrier to starting your book, then drop your concerns in the comments below and I will discuss them. I will definitely answer. And if necessary, I will make a video addressing your concern, because chances are other people will have it too. Okay? Quite simply, writing a book is as simple in its basic form as sitting down and starting to type. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, because that's honestly all I do. I find my pictures, I print them out, I look at them and think, oh yeah, that's a such and such, and that's a such and such. In this case, I have Diego and Perry. I have a rough idea where this story's going, but it's such a loose thread of an idea, it's unbelievably weird. But as a pantser, I just want to sit down and write. I believe my characters will work this out. And who knows, in a month I'll have a book to show for it. It is that simple, my friends. And if you feel it's not, then I really sincerely want you to let me know. Okay? In the meantime, Loki is at the editors. I am hoping that book will be out on roughly the 21st of May. So please keep an eye out for it, because I'm really looking forward to seeing what readers think about that one. And if you did like this channel for any reason, or you felt this was helpful, please hit the like and subscribe. I'm still getting the hang of this video thing, so it would be really helpful to me and to my channel if you let YouTube know that this was worth watching. And as always, my friends, please hug the ones you love, and I will see you in the next video.